In this video, I'd like to show you how plurals and the past forms of English work. It's really very easy. On this chart, usually I simply just place a pointer like this when I start working. So I'm going to put a pointer like that. I put little gadgets on the side to hold it so that it's visible. So I ask the students, when the problem comes up, I ask the students to give me some words which finish with things on this line. And I might get, for example, cap, which I point this way. It finishes here, and the plural is this one. And I slide my pointer along like this. Shop, right? In the plural, shops. Cat. And the plural is this. Let's take some things which finish with these ones. For example, dog. So, dog. And I used my pointer to slip it across here to here. Dogs. Cream, as in bananas and cream. So, cream, two different creams, like this. And so students realize rather quickly that this pointer in the middle is giving them some indications. Let's take one like orange. So, the stress is up here. Orange. And in the plural, And now we have the only rule in English for plurals, and that is you must hear them. So it's very difficult to say orange like this. What you have to do is add a syllable so that the last one can be heard. Oranges, and we go to the schwa and then to the plural. Oranges. The same thing happens with a word like boss. Here's boss. And now, how can we go from here to here? Well, the only way to go from here to here, in fact, is to go bosses. And you have to add a syllable so that the plural can be heard. If we have watch, so watch, which is here, and we can't really go here, what do? We go down to here and up to here. Watches, so that it's audible. It must be heard. The same thing happens, in fact, with the past forms of verbs. So let's take some verbs. Let's take, for example, clap, and the past is clapped. Add, and the past is added, because it's necessary to add a syllable. Wash, and the past is washed. Hop, hopped. And then for these ones, here, you're not going to hear it if you simply do that. So let's take, for example, divide. I would point it this way. Divide, divided. And so you have to add the syllable. So the rule, there is no rule actually. The only rule is the plural must be heard. So if you're in this region here where you have to add a syllable, you add a syllable. The same thing happens with the past. If anything stops here, if the word stops here, then in order to be able to hear it, you have to add a syllable, and you come down here and up to here. So that is how the past system works in English.